Hello, Home Instead team. I'm Chaplain Robert Terrell, and this is your April 19th, 2021 Monday Motivator. The executive leadership team and the key players of Home Instead are going over the attributes of love the verb and the fundamentals of practicing that so that we can teach others about love. Over the next few months, they're going to be doing that. And I thought it would be good for us to join them too, because after all, our purpose as a company is to teach others about love the verb. And therefore, we need to know what it means. We also need to know how to live it out, because you can't teach somebody something if you're not really living it out. So, as you know, the attributes of love the verb are patience, kindness, humility, selflessness, respectfulness, forgiveness, honesty, and commitment. So this week, we're focusing on patience. Here's how the executive leadership team has described patience. Have self-control and exercise over your feelings. Be willing to answer questions, teach someone else repeatedly, or listen to the same story over and over again. Be cool and calm instead of quick to anger. Don't give up on people. I particularly love that last line. Don't give up on people. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, there are many things in my life that other people, well, they struggle with patience with that I don't. I can sit still for a long time. I'm really never bothered by standing in line for a long time. It just doesn't bother me. But there are things that my patience is severely tested on. While I can stand in line and take my time there, for some reason, if somebody drives in the left lane in front of me for a long time, it really begins to bother me. The left lane is for turning or for passing. And the thing is it begins to frustrate me to the point that, well, my emotions, I have to make sure they're under control, and sometimes they're not. I don't begin to treat that person as human. I kind of give up on the person. And you may not know this, but having lived in other states, I can tell you, of all the states I've lived in, Wisconsin has the most left lane drivers ever. So my patience is tested daily. But the thing is that we get to have control over our emotions. And specifically, we get to have control over how we respond to those emotions. For me, what I end up having to do is when someone's driving in the left lane, if you can't tell, my blood pressure got up a little bit when I was talking about it, and I find myself beginning to get a little irritated, I start praying for them instead. I find it really hard that when I'm praying for someone to receive God's best, for them to have a wonderful day, I have a hard time being mad at them. I'm not praying like, Lord, please teach them not to drive in the left lane. No, I'm praying that they would have their best day. One, it's good for me and my faith. Two, it changes the way I view them. I'm not giving up on them. Instead, I'm on their side. Patience. It's one of the ways that we live out love the verb. And it's one of the things we have to teach others as well as ourselves. I'd love to hear what you struggle with patience with. You can comment or message back to me on that and tell me what it is that you do that helps you to live out love the verb by being patient. I'd also like to invite you, this week, I will be doing a celebration of life for some of the clients that we have lost. You as caregivers pour so much of yourself into your clients. They become more than just clients to you. And therefore, we want to celebrate that. And one of the ways I would like to celebrate it is by being able to read some statements from some of you. So if you wouldn't mind messaging me, typing out something on one of the things you loved about a client or something that the client loved doing with you. What was special about that client, and sending it to me. My contact information is at the end of the video. Or even better yet, if you wanted to video yourself talking for 30 seconds to a minute at most and send that to me, I would love to be able to use that as a part of the celebration of life. It'll be this Thursday. If you're not comfortable doing it, that's fine. But I would really love to be able to have some firsthand accounts, because as caregivers, you mean so much to your clients, and I know they mean a lot to you too. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. I hope you're able to practice patience and thereby live out love the verb. And I hope you remember that even when you struggle with patience, you are cared for by our CEO and also by me. Have a great week, okay?